We all have our favorite mechs in Battletech, and regarding the Jenner, I've got a love-hate relationship with it. I cannot dispute that is a fantastic mech. For a light mech, it's got the speed, it's got the firepower. It feels in many ways like you're playing a medium mech. You've got a great threat radius. Light mechs don't want to be anywhere around it. Medium mechs, yeah, I could maybe take that Jenner, but there's going to be a cost in return. And battle value-wise, when paired up with an aggressive medium like the Hunchback or a heavy mech like the Warhammer, that Jenner works its way around up the flank, gets rear armor. You're eating a lot of firepower. But I very, very rarely play it. I've got 3 Jenners in my collection, but I rarely play it. But I've been on the receiving end many times because in my Battletech group, we all have our kind of signature mechs, our favorite mechs that we regularly play. And my friend who's an excellent Battletech tactical mech warrior, mech commander, like the Jenner, it's their machine. It's their mech. They're always fielding it against me, and I've been on the receiving end many, many games. And naturally, of course, I've taken that experience, giving credit to those mech tactics. And when I do play a Jenner, I really bring the force. Now, we've got that framework, and certainly I've pushed up to the archives here on the channel, Battletech playlist, some analysis of the mech itself. And I wanted to kind of build on that in that usually I play stock mechs, but there are a few variants that I think are superior to the stock and really better make the threat factor of that machine greater. Sidebar just for a moment, and of course I push this up to the channel too. The Locust is a great example. I regularly play the Locust. I guess that's my signature light mech. For years I've been cultivating the image of the most feared Locust pilot in the inner sphere at the club and various Battletech groups out there. And the stock machine guns, if I'm firing the machine guns, that means I'm really, really close. And that means 2 things have happened. Usually machine guns are like anti-infantry. I don't want to go anti-infantry Locust to infantry because I might vape a stand, but there's going to be 3 or 4 or 5 other stands, and they're just going to light me up with lasers or short-range missiles. So if I'm firing with the machine guns, 2 things have happened. 1, I've kind of messed up. Something's happened. Tactically, I've been forced to sacrifice something, and I'm beyond danger close. I don't want to be there with a light machine. I want to be running and gunning and dancing. Or there was an opportunity, like some mech is smoking and it's rear armor and we're going to crits and internals, and the Locust can zip up there and just blast it away. Well, replacing that, if that's going to happen, the variant with the 2 short-range missile 2-packs works tremendously, works so much better for that. That's an example of whenever I do play a Locust, I'll play that. So how does that work with the Jenner? One of the things that I've been playing with that I think just works better for the Jenner, and I understand the initial design philosophy, and we'll look at that scope in a moment. Replacing that missile pack, that SRM pack, with an LRM pack. Been playing with the tonnage, been playing with stuff. Get a 5-pack in there. 10's going to be really hard, minimal loads, but get some sort of, still in development stage, get some sort of LRM pack in there. And now what this does is it expands the role of the Jenner and makes it more of a threat radius. So I've already got fantastic close range, medium range work. I've got those lasers, and I can fire a pretty steady barrage, push the heat a little bit, but if I need to really nuke something, alpha strike, flip all the switches, I've got enough firepower with those lasers. Adding on the missiles, yes, I agree you can never have too much firepower, but now we're getting a little bit excessive when most situations are going to be kind of firing just the lasers. If I had that LRM pack, and again, the exact mechanics will work out. Now what this means is with the speed of the Jenner, if we kind of visualize, I move full speed. So I start somewhere on the hex map. Then radiate out, push out full speed. I move that. Then push out the LRM pack. That's the threat. I can now much more effectively hunt and threaten light mechs, but still maintain the position ready to help those mediums or be part of a lance Okay, within that framework, right? Jenners with the Lance, whatever the other mechs are going to be, we're moving up. There's some light mechs that are looking to kind of skirmish or do stuff like that, right? Maybe a Valkyrie somewhere skirmishing. I could send that Jenner and run it off and chase it away or chase it down and engage. I could. And very effective at that. Very scary at that, having, one or two Jenners, getting the attention of one or two Jenners as a Locust pilot or a light mech pilot is a little bit scary. If I do that, that's effective. But now I've lost a little bit of firepower, and I've lost that with my Lance. If I've got those LRMs, now I can move up a little bit, still staying with the Lance, and threaten to drive off. Now, I'm not going to destroy those light mechs. I still could chase them down. Still got those medium lasers. But with the movement bubble and the push-out bubble of the LRM-5 and the radius, I can effectively fire and put a little bit of hurt on that Stinger or that Wasp or that Thorn or just, or even something like a Puma, forcing it to make a decision. Bro, you want to come in with the PPC? Okay, we'll dance. I'll keep my speed up, shields up, and I'll go in there and try to zap you with those medium lasers. It gives me that flexibility to push out. When if I only have the SRM pack, now I got to make a decision. Do I outflank, take the flank, refuse flank, run up there and try and blast, or do I stay with the Lance? But then I got to keep in the back of my mind, one of those opposing light mechs going to make a play. I do lose a little bit of short-range punch. There will be potentially those times where it's like the stars aligned. Tactically, I was able to pull it off. I'm now, rear armor to a battle master that's smoking. I'd love to have that short-range missile pack, but I've still got those 4 lasers. Not 1, not 2. I've got, the medium lasers. I still have those medium lasers ready to go. I was thinking about a charger because last game, Battletech, I take a charger regularly for the lulls, and I push that up to the archive here too, like kind of like the troll charger, where you put all your battle value into a fast assault mech that has just a whole brace of small lasers. And just to framework it, I spent the whole game. It was a really big map set we were playing on. I spent the whole game like just running up the side of the flank just to work my way back. So running up the side, getting to opponent's deployment zone, working my way forward to the center of the map. And everybody just ignored it because they're like, great, that's free battle value. That's doing nothing. Well, mid-game, when everyone's a little bit hurt, and I was hurting too, my charger arrives. And it was smoking things with those small lasers because I'm there point blank. I'm punching. I'm kicking. I've got rear armor. It was just, in a very good way, pandemonium. So seeing that Jenner get close, I'm just envisioning that last mech game. But, again, I normally play stock mechs as they are, but I'm really going to start experimenting with, and I'm thinking an LRM-infused Jenner. I gain a lot more. I do lose a little bit, but I've still got that close-in punch. I'll see you in the game.